I'm Robert.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Ron, and we're three idiots eating
Sandwiches!
Yeah. Bam. All right, here we are, three idiots eating sandwiches, and today we're in Santa Cruz, California, a place called Zoccoli's. Italian immigrants came here in like 1940. It ended up in this business, and they actually won a bunch of awards here in Santa Cruz. In 1990, they won their first awards. They've been here for a while. And today, we have a very special guest. Robert, who do we have?
We have Brian Swanson from the Pecan Agency. Is that
Super Agent Brian Swanson.
From the Pecan
Agency.
Out of Toronto, Canada. Brian works out of, Monterey?
Monterey, yes.
Monterey.
They could have spelled it P-E-C-A-N, but that's okay. It's Canada, so they got
French Canadian. Anyway, we've been very fortunate to have great agents along the way. We started off in 1997 with a guy named Mike Perenian at CAA. Bull in a China shop kind of guy, but loved him, right? He unfortunately passed away. We went to Chris Dalston, one of the greatest humans around at CAA. From him went to Brad Bissell out of the Nashville office at CAA. And from that, Brian Swanson, who we've been with for, I don't even know how many years.
Oh, God. It does. We're very old. 14 years.
14 years. Brian is not only a great agent, he's a great human, gives back to his community, one of the best guys. So we're going to see what his sandwich tasting chops are.
He's not a meat
today.
guy, so we're going to have to go for some different options here. So we'll see.
That's right. We'll see how his vegetarian skills are. So
all right, let's do it.
If you're ready, let's go get a sandwich.
Zoccoli's in Santa Cruz.
All right, today we're going to start with the tuna artichoke, and this is going to be Brian Swanson's sandwich all by himself, straight up, because we're not going to eat the tuna in artichoke.
No. I might try.
So this is the tuna artichoke on light rye, right? Looks like some Swiss cheese in here too. I love the light rye. It smells amazing.
Have you had a tuna artichoke sandwich before?
I never have.
Okay, here we go.
I never have, and I don't know if I've ever eaten a sandwich in Santa Cruz either. So this is like a double
New
first.
stuff.
Yeah. All right.
What are you thinking? Now we usually go with rolls on all of our sandwiches, but we
You know,
went with
they didn't give us a choice. They just made it how they wanted to make it.
It's nice. It's like one of the things that I try to avoid with tuna sandwiches is that they're over tuna-y. You know, the tuna's not overwhelming. There's a nice mix.
And when you say over tuna, it's just too much fish taste.
Yes, and it's not that. It's a really lovely mix of everything between the bread, the rye, and the cheese, and the lettuce and the tomato. This is really fabulous. And then the red onion too. It really kind of tops it off.
So, if you had to rate it on a 1 to 10, what would you rate it?
Yeah, 1 to 10.
8.39.
8.39. Wow, we're getting to double digits here. That's beautiful.
That's not only not a rookie score. That's like
He's up in our game here.
Yeah, he's smarter than us.
I'm going deep on the rating.
Okay.
8.39. Yes, very nice.
All right, Ron, you're gonna
try the tuna.
Try the tuna and see what you think.
I'm a big tuna fan, actually. If I go to Subway, well, I haven't done this in a while, but go to Subway, get a tuna, and tell them to put bacon on it.
Okay, well, you're defeating the vegetarian purpose.
It's really
but you know,
good.
this isn't really vegetarian. This is pescatarian, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
That's okay. So for a guy that eats tuna sandwiches with bacon, what do you think of this one with artichoke?
What I think is it needs bacon. Yeah. Oh, it's all right. It's fresh. That's a good thing. Bread's okay. I'm not sure what I really taste. You know what I mean, Brian? Like it is mixed in well, so I don't really taste a whole lot of tuna.
I didn't really taste a whole lot of artichoke. I'll say that.
Yeah, I don't taste any artichoke.
No.
That being said, compare this to our top sandwiches with rolls, and it doesn't really compare. So I hate to be so low on this, but I'm going 7.2.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right, this is the Bandwich. This was actually recommended to us by our friends over at the Seabright Deli, which is not only one of the best or the best deli in Santa Cruz, but one of our probably top 10 of all time. So we're gonna dive into this. I think it's a fried chicken sandwich. All right, Ron, let's go with you.
Got my hands wrapped around the bandwich.
Yes,
And
you
again,
do.
our friends at
Seabright.
Deli told us to go come grab this. So they didn't have a lot of recommendations. They basically said there's nothing else in Santa Cruz. I'm not sure if they answered that because they don't want any competition, but we will make a note. In Capitola, LG Meats just moved in there. So Los Gatos Meats,
Yeah.
it's now in Capitola. So that's gonna be a competition
Great
right
place.
there. All right, here I go. Nice roll. That's how every sandwich should be on. Here we go.
This sandwich is $12.50, and most of the sandwiches here are between $11 and $12.50, $13.
This thing just explodes with flavor. What you really taste is the pesto. I literally don't taste anything else. Maybe a little bit of the chicken. I think I need a few more bites to be able to kind of give. I'll just go with one bite though. It's warm. The bread's super soft. Cut right through it. I didn't get a big experience with the chicken, but there is fried chicken. You can see the burnt ends. I mean, you can't compare this to the tuna. The tuna has like very limited flavor.
Yeah.
So this dives into the 8s. This is a 8.6.
Okay. All right, I'll get into this Bandwich chicken sandwich.
Well, you gotta make a note. I mean, look at the shirt Robert's wearing. Talking Heads, and you can't just buy that shirt. Especially made by his wife Cindy Hayes.
Right. First time I saw Talking Heads was 1982 in San Bernardino, California at the US Festival.
Wow, you went to the US Festival?
I did.
Sorry,
That's how old I am.
that's amazing.
All right,
All right,
let's get
dive
into this
in.
chicken sandwich.
The Bandwich. It's supposed to be their signature sandwich, so what do you think?
All right. I think you're right. Mostly pesto that you taste. It's good.
You taste the chicken?
I don't taste the chicken.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in there. I see it.
Yep.
It's got some cheese and some other sauce. There's a little bit of a zip to it.
Yeah, if you
know?
like pesto, you're gonna like this. If you don't, ooh.
Yeah, very pesto-y. I do like pesto.
Yeah,
It's a
me
good
too.
sandwich. I'm gonna go 8.1.
8.1.
Yeah.
Solid and fair.
We're on Pacific Avenue in beautiful downtown Santa Cruz, world famous Pacific Avenue. This avenue always reminds me of Vernon Davis because he's always playing down here.
And who is that, Paul?
Vernon Davis is the greatest rhythm and blues guitarist, singer in the South Bay, period.
All right.
Go see him whenever you can. All right, we're gonna try this pesto and fried chicken sandwich.
Dive in. Come over here, you can see the sign. Zoccoli. All right. Back to Paul.
This guy's a little dry. I don't usually like pesto, but it's pretty good. Chicken's good, bread's good. I give it 8.2.
8.2. All right. 8.2 for the Bandwich.
So this is the roast beef sandwich. We ordered it as it comes. It looks like it's on a
It's
rye.
actually called the New Yorker.
New Yorker?
Yeah, and you can get it with roast beef or turkey.
There you go. We got it with roast beef. So let's give it a shot.
The New Yorker. Here we go. Again, not on the bread we usually
No.
do reviews for, but I'll stop mentioning that.
It's not like there's anything wrong with that bread. I mean, it's good soft bread.
It's very particular.
I really hate to say this, but this is just not a real good sandwich.
So Ron, how do you feel about this place?
Yeah, tell us really how you feel.
Okay, I bite into it. First of all, this bread just does not go with it. I'm sorry. You need a soft fucking roll. Anyway, the corned beef or the roast beef, I don't really taste it at all. I don't really taste much at all in this sandwich. Sorry. It's gonna be the lowest rating I've ever given a sandwich. Have we ever been in the 6s?
Other than when we showed up somewhere and they were closed and you got angry.
I got 4.4. Yeah, 4.4 for Lorenzo's and a 4.5 for Carol's Meats. Yes, because they were closed.
There you go.
6.8.
Oh,
Wow,
Sorry.
oh.
Here at Zoccoli's in
Zoccoli's.
downtown Santa Cruz. You're gonna try the New Yorker sandwich.
Jump in. Now, Zoccoli sounds Greek, but it's actually Italian. I mean, Zoccoli sounds like a Greek god, right?
It does, yeah.
See what I mean? It doesn't
That
really have
Greek
any
god probably
flavor.
sleeps with men and women. Anyway, go ahead.
I didn't really taste it in. It's kind of like
What are you saying, Paul? I can't hear you.
it's kind of like chewing on mush. Yeah, it's very, very, very bland. So maybe it's just all right. I'm gonna give it a 7.3.
7.3. The New Yorker.
Not that great.
Diving into the worst sandwich we've ever eaten.
Well, so far, with Paul and I rating it, it is the worst rated so far. So,
All right.
Robert's either going to uplift this or
It looks
keep
like
at the
there's
same spot.
some cabbage, like some coleslaw on here. Little piece of cheese, some coleslaw, and some roast beef on rye. Let's go.
Yep. Tell me that, you know, you could probably use a spread, maybe, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I could use some salt and pepper.
Yeah, that's what I'm right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very, very bland.
Yep.
Honestly, what cuts through the most for me is that piece of cheese,
Yeah, me too.
The
Right.
cheese. Yeah.
which is kind of weird for a roast beef sandwich.
So I mean, it kind of sounds like you're going to be in the sixes too.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be about a 6.7.
All right, good.
Little
Cameraman's getting distracted here. We are in a beach town. All right, you said what?
6.7.
Woo!
We're gonna revisit Brian here, tackling that tuna sandwich. I still see half of it on the plate. So what's going on over
I'm
here?
enjoying it. I think, especially after seeing everybody kind of do their rounds,
Yep.
that it could have used a little bit, like somebody mentioned, a spread.
Yep.
Could have used that to maybe make it
Elevate it a little bit.
and maybe, well, and I'm always I always like a little dusting of ground pepper, and that would have made it better. So
Yeah, both of those things would have added
Yeah.
more flavor to it.
Yeah.
just to bring it up a little bit, I'm new to this, and so I might have been bold in my
Your score? You want to rescore? You can rescore. I've done it.
really
Yeah.
7.93.
Okay,
All right.
there it is. The new score.
Yeah.
There you
All
go.
right, we did a
All right,
review
beautiful.
here at Zoccoli's in Santa Cruz, and we didn't love it.
We didn't even like it.
We're not sure we even liked it. Interesting. Paul, as far as a score, what are you thinking?
Well, we're giving it a 7.4.
Ooh, 7.4. I believe it's our lowest rating.
Maybe
You have to go back and look. This is number 59 that we've done.
Yeah.
No, this is number 49. Almost 50, I think. We're going to do 100. So, Brian, what do you think on as far as grabbing a tuna sandwich? Would you roll by here again and grab that one?
Not really, no.
No? You wouldn't?
And what do you think of these three idiots reviewing sandwiches?
Well,
I
of
mean,
all the idiots I know, I would say they're my three most favorite.
All right,
Good.
Yes, yes. We are likable idiots, so that's all we can say. We're idiots, so how can you hate idiots?
and I want to
Well,
plug. I want to plug the Pecan Agency one more time because they're good dudes there, and ladies. They've been in business since 1985, I think. Is that correct? And who's the head dude?
Julian.
Julian. Good guy.
Now, who owns them? Is there a parent company?
Well, it's
or-
a bigger company when you start to think about Julian, who's the son of Shield fan, and so it's a big company all across Canada and actually globally too.
Yeah.
When you consider
So
the artists,
they're like the CAA of Canada.
but nicer.
And it's spelled Paquin. That's why we struggle with pronunciation.
Yeah,
in
and I'm a
French
Canadian.
company.
Pecan.
So okay, we did the review here. Didn't really love it.
Zoccoli's
It's a
in
beautiful
Santa
day in
Cruz.
Santa
If you're
Cruz.
really hungry and you have nowhere to go, you could run in there. But I wouldn't plan this trip anyway.
That's it. Wow, what a glowing testimony.
Right. Well, we are sandwich experts. We're done.